Alright guys, this is Chaz and my friend Murph. How we doing today, Murph?
We're doing fine.
High
Chaz.
five.
Yeah.
So we just got done with our workout and we were having a personal conversation about senior survival. And we just wanted to make a video to help all of our friends that we know, because a lot of us out there know seniors, especially me and Murph, because
Yes.
I work with seniors and she is a senior, but she's a superhero senior. So
Yes, I'm a special senior.
Yeah.
I have the best help in the world right here.
She's 19 years old. I don't know if she's 91 or she's 19. I think the driver's license people messed up, but I get inspiration from her every day. And we have on the screen back here some of our workouts showing. And I just know the day and age that we're living in, 2010, it's a really weird type of time. The environment's changing a lot for people nutritionally, financially, a lot of stuff's going on, emotionally. Romantically, people aren't doing as much as they used to do to push themselves in the direction of health. Even emotionally and spiritually, people aren't finding the pathways to have faith in the higher level of thinking that will lead them to health. So I just figured I'd tap into the most valuable resource in the world, Murph, and just ask some questions that's going to help everybody in the world. So what do you think is the most important thing for survival for seniors in today's day and age? 2010, not 1950, but 2010. What's the biggest difference, would you say?
I think the biggest difference, really, is to be emotionally happy.
Yeah.
You know, keep yourself on a level where you don't get despondent. You have to remember that you're living in a very interesting age. It may be sad in many ways, but it's a very interesting age, I think.
Now, is it that there's a lot of sadness around us,
Yes.
or is it that the sadness that's around other places in the world is broadcasted to us through television?
I think both. I think there's some sadness here, which is too bad.
Yeah.
And especially when you look at the homeless. And of course, a lot of the homeless, I feel, could be more productive.
Yeah.
They like that way of life. But the other people, they're in a financial situation, which is very, very difficult.
So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's like
Double-edged sword.
you got that
Double-edged
stuff
sword,
around you that might be stressing you out financially, then you have the whole economy around you collapsing, then you got the war in Afghanistan. It's like, I mean, just as an individual, me, I mean, I'm not a senior, but I'm in my 20s, and I know that really, I got 30 coming up, that I feel the stress. I feel that I have to start planning for a family, and, you know, I've definitely got my health and my energy to manage that with. But what we're seeing in our society is a lot of people just don't have energy. And energy is an essential key component. Anything you read in life about success, it pre-assumes that you have the energy to put the instructions together.
Absolutely.
So if you don't have the energy, you can't really follow the plan of life.
Uh.
And then you start stressing and becoming a kind of cataclysmic speed bump that you can never get over.
Yes, and that's the most important thing Chaz is helping me with.
Yeah.
The energy.
Yeah.
The energy, because that can just flow out.
Look at this right here. Look at that right there. Look, look.
Oh my God.
You're doing them squats. You see that? Yeah.
I like that already.
I mean, you gotta have energy. I mean, but there's times that we've worked out and there wasn't any energy.
No, that's truly your own fault to begin with. You have to keep coaxing yourself to do the things that you need to do to be a happy person, and surround yourself with happier people. You know, don't get into situations where you have to keep in contact with human beings, not just the telephone or the computer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to get out of the house, the dwelling. Because some people that I work with are in senior citizen homes. Some people that I work with are in houses. I got some of my clients that they live with family members in the back house. But wherever it is that you are, you have to get out and get sun every day.
Yes.
You have to move your body every day. You have to have good nutrition, good water, good bowel movements, and good rest.
And those are important. So important.
And
right?
if you don't have this balance, and it's just say once a week, twice a week, you're focusing on them, this is a plan for failure. And what we're trying to do between me and Murph is give you guys some motivation and some real hardcore facts that allow you to really age well.
And if you have family, keep in contact with your family. Enjoy them. And give them something in return. You know, you don't want to be a burden ever. And you don't have to be.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. Because I don't know what it's like to be a burden physically on somebody. But what does that do for drive for you? Because I've seen you come in and out of health.
Yeah.
But I've always seen that this drive in your heart to want to be a role model.
Yes.
As what's allowed me to see something in you that I've never seen in somebody else. Like you want to be a role model more than anything else for your family. Where do you get all that from?
Well, partially you get it from the family. The very fact that they enjoy
I know they're peppy and they definitely give back too.
So it's wonderful. Surround yourself with as many young people as you can, as well as your senior friends.
Yeah. I think because I like to be around seniors to gain wisdom.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
that does make sense. So older people, how do they get around younger people?
Well, they have friends who have children that, you know, if they don't mind talking to you. But you're not quite an antique yet.
Yeah. Well, maybe they could go out and volunteer and do something at the church, right? If you're a senior, you can go out and you can volunteer at the church.
Get involved.
Yeah, there's some cool things for seniors that are on Craigslist fall prevention programs for seniors. Seniors could say, hey, call up their grandson and have their grandson take them to go do fall, prevention class for seniors, and maybe go to a movie with one of your family members that's younger, that's maybe in school. And as a senior, always try to have the edge emotionally by taking the life that you've helped other people to build and seeing what you can now do with your platform to go inspire younger kids, which will at the same time inspire you to want to still be peppy.
Absolutely.
And then that cycle will continue.
Yeah. You need that. You need the inspiration. And it's all around you. You just have to take from it. That's all. The inspiration. And you live in the most beautiful state in the
Yeah, we do. Here, I'll put on our video of us working out on the beach real quick. So, I mean, guys, if you're watching this video, whoever you are, young, tall, old, short, brown, purple, pink, it doesn't matter, guys. I'm going to put this video on Craigslist. I'm going to put it anywhere I can to help seniors survive. That's the title to this video, is Senior Survival. Wherever you're at in the world, if it's Oprah, you want to listen to this, you want to watch it, cool. If you're on Craigslist, if you're on eBay, if you're on Yahoo or Google, help your senior to survive. Because seniors are really who give us our wisdom. And if we don't get wisdom from our seniors that was derived in the early 1900s, then humans, if they keep making the decisions they've made the past 30, 40, 50 years to cut corners and process food and make bad decisions for the collective community, then we're just going to keep struggling and stressing, and that's not what we want to do. We want to have fun every day.
We want to have fun. We want to have fun.
Fun.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to crack a joke, Don't be afraid.
You should wake up in the morning and try to do that every day.
Do that. It's so important. It's so important to feel alive.
Yeah.
And I feel very sorry for people that go into seclusion. Don't contact
really hard.
anybody.
It's really hard. I mean, what do we do if we get in that situation? I mean, have you ever been like that?
No.
I mean, when family members pass on and stuff, did you ever feel you went on a trip?
Yeah.
That's what you did.
Right.
I remember that. You told me that.
Yes.
So something that happens in your life, get strong enough to go on a trip.
That's right.
So remember,
if you have health enough, and most of us have that much health. If we haven't, then contact somebody that does.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta just get, as hard as it is, life is a short-term experience. Don't get stuck dwelling, because all that dwelling is gonna make your life experience dull. And nobody can help you like you. Not your doctor, not your best friend, not your spouse, not your brother, your sister, your kids, or your dog. Nobody can help you like you. If you get the guts, the internal gut, that's what I would say Murph has, is guts. No matter, I've seen doctors give her the wrong medication and she almost got to the point that she wasn't going to make it, and her internal guts she just has this drive to want to do it.
And it's for your own benefit. If you don't feel well, you're not going to enjoy life. You have to. You don't have to be physically perfect, but you certainly need some energy, some spontaneity, and that's what worries you when you see people.
And it's got to come from inside you. It's got to come from inside you. It does. So, but I'm gonna show this video to you guys real quick. I love you, Murph. You're great. Oh, you're great, man. See, I got that screen over there is the one I'm playing. Put it in front of it. Because I'm looking at this and I'm trying to
Oh, okay. Should I move out of your way?
No, no, it's okay. I just have to. I have so many computer screens. I'm used to it.
You certainly are. When I see that room,
I know.
I can't believe it.
All right. So. Okay, so here we go, Murph. So what we got right here, Murph, is a video of us on the beach. Can you see it?
Yeah. Oh, you got. Here, I'll get up.
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
There you go.
Oh yeah, yeah. And see, that's the energy you need.
Yeah.
Chase that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
So sit down right here.
All right.
Just sit down right there.
Can I switch it?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Swizzle, swizzle. Alright guys, so me and Murph are reviewing one of the videos that me and her made. We were on the beach jogging, literally boxing and jogging.
Jogging. Yeah, you did.
So what did you think when I told you I was going to take you outside and teach you how to box the first day?
Well, I thought maybe you had a little problem mentally.
Yeah, I did. But then I busted out pink boxing gloves, and I think she thought that it was probably a potential possible.
Yes, that started me laughing. The pink,
Yeah.
the pink box.
I know. I mean, I don't know if we didn't have pink boxing gloves, it might not have been so. But just look at her, guys. 91 years old, jogging, and
Sort
you
of,
know,
kind of.
it's taken 2 years for us to get to this point. But if I could reflect on the past 2 years and say what it is that's made us our best and our not, I would say it's just time. There's certain times that you've given yourself time,
Yeah.
and there's certain times that you've given it to your family,
That's
and
right.
around Christmas time.
Yeah.
And it's just about balance. I think our third Christmas coming up next year, we're going to have a pretty good amount of time to balance out because of our knowledge of what we should do around Christmas time.
Yes,
Because
yes.
just 30 minutes
That
a day,
helps.
well,
That helps.
30 minutes a day will do a
That's
lot.
right. You better watch yourself there in the next 3 months.
But the thing is, what she'll do is in a few months, she'll train, and then all of a sudden she'll give all that energy back to her family.
Yeah, right.
And then she'll come back to me 3, 4, 5 pounds lighter, and we'll say, okay, let's do another 3 months.
Let's do another 3 months.
But, I mean, really, as a senior, you want to have everyday consistency.
Yes.
And
That's
if,
it. Every day.
Here you go, Murphy. See? Here you go. Put it right here.
What?
Here you go.
Oh.
There you go. So you can turn back this way.
Yeah, yeah.
So the most important thing for a senior is that you just want to have everyday consistency. I mean, you can go in and out
No.
if you have to, but it's just to be at a peaceful pace.
Peaceful, and then always do some sort of exercise during that day. Someplace along the line, relegate your time to actually having to breathe a little heavy, okay?
Okay. And what about
I think that's
medicine? What do you, as a 91-year-old, how do you feel about medicine?
I don't agree with taking a lot of medicine. I really don't. I've never had to. And
I've seen you take medication, but tell me your
Very
strategy.
limited.
I know
Yeah, very
when a
limited.
doctor's giving you strategies for medicine, I've done nothing. I've just observed.
Yeah.
But I've seen you do the most important thing I've ever seen anybody do. What is your strategy when a doctor gives you medicine?
well, first I like to know what the medicine is for, okay? And if I really need it, you have to think about that.
Okay.
You have a decent doctor, you need it, okay? And then take it religiously for what, if it's for heart or whatever it is, you know. And just hope that it's doing the job that it should do. But I think you really have to be very careful of being over medicated. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I don't understand people taking, every time they have a little headache, take a pill. If they have to sleep, take a pill. You know, I think that's the most dangerous thing in the whole world.
So if you were on, let's say, I say the average senior is on about 8 to 10 medicines right now. If you were on 8 to 10 medicines right now, and we were going to try to get you off of them, and I said, Murph, what's the first thing that your instinct, 91 years old, you know, I don't know. What's the first thing that your body would say that you would have to do to get off of that?
It would tell me that it needed it. Yeah, physically. Physically. Otherwise, if it's not a necessary, if I can overcome it with just good food and exercise and way of life, emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you need all those skills.
Yeah.
I really don't. And I think we're being proven right there because now articles are being written
Mm-hmm.
about so many of the doctors' visits we make. And this is not against the doctors, but foolishly.
Yeah. Well,
And then the way they do, they give you a pill.
Yeah. Well, if you look by design, if you look at the way the body's designed, if the body has a headache, you should lay down and get to a position that doesn't cause the irritation,
Exactly.
and then wait there, drink water, maybe take a nap, or even sleep and meditate. The thing is, in today's day and age, that's why I call this TV show Senior Survival, is that people have so many distractions. The phone ringing, the dog barking, the guy at the front door, the traffic noise. A lot of people live in urban environments. And if you're trying to heal and you have a lot of toxic stuff in the air and noises, you can't come to a state of homeostasis.
Mm-hmm.
You live in the middle of nowhere. You have peace, fresh air, 24/7. Now this constant, I can't say that I have anybody else that's old and is in that kind of an environment. And everybody else that I work with that's old has health issues. Maybe that's the main issue, maybe it's the minor issue, I don't know, I'm just observing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a huge part of it when you can hear the waves breaking. It brings peace to you when you hear buses and when you hear mopeds and when you hear traffic jams. It brings congestion to you internally. So I'm just looking at this like Hippocrates would. Hippocrates is the father of modern medicine. And modern medicine was really not as synthetically based as it has been the past 10, 20 years because the financial flux has not been there until the past 5 decades or so.
I think actually, in so many people, where they live, they're surrounded by noises. They have to create their own space.
Yeah, I think so.
To live in that sort of.
And you have to get back to individual.
Get it back.
And it's called stasis. Stasis is a point. Have you ever heard of stasis?
I've heard of it.
Well, stasis is a point that when a person is end all be all, not going to make it. You go into stasis where everything in the environment is created for your biological benefit, meaning that you have emotional, physical, nutritional needs met all the way, spiritual, and it allows you to have 3, 6, or 9 months of development time that you can focus on just you, and then afterwards your responsibility is to come back and give back to your family and those that have helped you. And at a certain point you have to create stasis.
Well, I say, they're not all blessed like I am. I'm totally blessed, right?
Well, I mean, you can go get a tent and go in the woods, guys. I mean, not literally, but for what most people spend to live in nice places and urban environments, you can spend half that and go find a peaceful place and heal. And when you're trying to heal, I think your location environment is a big, big factor. Just as important as nutrition.
Very.
Just as important.
Very. It's wonderful to have a little open space around you.
Fresh air.
Fresh air.
When you sleep,
it's
you get
just
fresh
wonderful.
air, everything, and you get peace. And just by walking the beach, like you like to take walks on your own.
Yes, right.
And by Murph taking walks on her own up the beach with her dog, I mean, I don't think she'll tell me, but she's in a little meditative state. I have meditated with her before, but without her calling it meditation, I think it clears her mind of all the things that congest most people, guys, girls, young or old. And that's what, as a trainer, I've learned from Murph, is just to be peaceful. And that's why I really look forward to coming up here and seeing you on Mokuleia on the North Shore, because it's really fun.
Well, he's never seen me erupt, so he's lucky.
Thank God, because I boxed with her, and I know she could really throw a punch.
Very lucky.
I know she could throw a punch, so. But I can't see you erupting, Murph. I mean, can you remember the last time you got mad? Like, just be honest. When was the last time you got mad or upset?
It's a long time since I really got mad. Yes. I don't get mad easy. No. But when I do.
Yeah. I can imagine. But, I mean, I think that everything that is small is small to you.
Yeah.
Everything that's big is big to you.
Yes, right.
Like, I remember that one time I came out here and there was that guy messing with the sprinklers and the cops were out here. And you were just handling it peacefully, remember? And I was like, she just handles it. And she's just always laughing. But then I also can say that I have a lot of other clients that have 10 years of experience in training, and they make small problems big problems.
Yeah.
And environment and attitude and nutrition and romance, I think, are the biggest things for seniors aging.
Yes, very much so. But I suppose you're not able to create that always. It depends on your metabolism.
Yeah.
It depends on you as an individual.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Ready? We'll do 5 of these. Ready? Up, 5, down, 4, up, 3, up, 2 more, up, 1 more, 1 more, up. Back. That's what we call exercise, not relaxation.